Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you can forgive me for getting this video up like basically halfway through the month of October, but today we're going to be filming September favorites, and I'm so sorry I didn't get this video up earlier, but you know, the hurricane came through and we didn't have cable or internet or electricity for 3 days, so sorry, but I wanted to get this video up anyway because I had, you know, some things I was really loving last month, and some of them are beauty favorites and then some of them are just other things that I have to talk about because I am so obsessed with them. So we'll start with makeup. If that's what you're here for, you can just go ahead and watch the makeup part, and then if you want to hear what the other things were, I will have those at the end of the video. So I will do the one skincare item that I have first. So it is from the brand Simple, and it is called the Hydrating Cleansing Oil. It just looks like this. So this is basically an oil that you use to help remove your makeup. I wanted to really give this a shot for more than just a couple uses. I think I've actually been using this now for probably like a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. And I know it's kind of bad that it took me that long to form an opinion, but I really wanted to make sure that I liked it. I was comparing this to the cleansing oil that I was using previously from Juice Beauty, which I love, and it worked so well. So I really wanted to, you know, see how this compared to that one. It's definitely not as good as the Juice Beauty one, but I actually like it a lot. And I think this was only, I want to say like $8, and the Juice Beauty one is definitely, I want to say $32. So it's a huge price difference, and I don't know, but this does a great job taking my makeup off. The only thing I don't like about this, which I know it can bother a lot of people, is that it does kind of leave a film over your eyes, like after you've rinsed it off and everything, which is really annoying. But I'll use this first to just kind of break up all of my makeup so that when I go in with my cleansers, the cleanser is actually cleaning my skin and not just like moving the makeup around. Next thing that I have been loving is from OFRA, and this is the Dermatones Concealer Wheel. So it's a little wheel that has, what is that, 6 different concealer colors. So depending on what your skin tone is, you know, there's something for everyone. And I believe that they have another one of these that has darker shades. So if you're a deeper skin tone, I'm pretty sure. I've been using the most is right here in the center. I don't know if you can see that. I've actually been using that color to kind of clean up around my brows after I have penciled them in or whatever I've done. And I've been using this shade right here to actually conceal anything on my face. And this has such high coverage. It's so creamy, so blendable. I absolutely love this. And you can always find a coupon code somewhere to get this cheaper than it actually is. This has been awesome. Love it. I've fallen back in love with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I think the only reason I stopped using this for a while was because I was so tan during the summer that I was just too lazy to go out and buy a darker shade, so I just hadn't used it. So now that I'm back to being a little more pale, I have been loving this again. It is so good. It's so cheap. I think you can get this for like $5 or $6 from the drugstore. And I have the shade 120 Classic Ivory. This foundation does such a great job of blurring your pores. I mean, really, when it says poreless, like it really is incredible. That's one of the reasons why I love this one so much. I would say this has probably like a medium to buildable coverage, so you can kind of make it whatever you want. And it does say that this is best for normal to oily skin. I would say I'm probably more on the oily side than anything. So this does work really well for me, and I love this. Like I said, I've just like kind of fallen back in love with it. It's so good. Okay, I have one blush to talk about for this month, and this is really nothing new, but I've just been using it so much. It just goes with every single look that you want. So this is from Tarte. It is one of their Amazonian clay blushes, and it is in the shade Exposed. So it looks like this. It is a really neutral pink shade, I guess I would say. I don't have the best lighting, as we all know. I don't know if you can kind of see it here. It's just a really light, kind of dusty pink shade. And it is impossible to use up one of these blushes completely. If you're looking for a new blush that goes with everything, Exposed is probably for you. I have two eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving this month. One has been around for quite some time. The other one is relatively new. So the first one is the LORAC Pro, the original LORAC Pro palette. When I first got this, I thought I was going to use it all the time, and honestly, I like never used it. It literally just sat in my collection, not being used. And so I wanted to start giving it some attention. So I have really been using this a lot this month, especially the bottom row right here, which is those nice like champagne light gold colors. Like most people always say, the only, like, I don't even think of it as a downside to this. I just think it's kind of annoying, but the LORAC shadows are all really powdery, so you do get a lot of kick up with them, so your palettes can get pretty dirty. But honestly, that doesn't really bother me that much, but I know a lot of people hate it. So that's my only little side note on this, but I just have been loving this. Like I said, it was just sitting in my collection. I wasn't using it, so I thought, you know, had to bust it out, give it some love, and I've really been liking it this month. This next palette was supposed to be limited edition. I know at the very least this company is releasing it again in November. I don't know if it's going to be permanent, but I know it is coming back in November, so I don't feel so bad talking about it. And that is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. You guys know I love Violet Voss, so it has that huge mirror on the top. And then it is all those beautiful warm tones, reds, browns, golds. Oh, it's so pretty. I actually did all of my makeup today using this palette, and I really wish I would have filmed it because I love the way it came out. I'm probably going to spend the remainder of the afternoon looking at myself in the mirror because I'm just so conceited, you know? I have a lipstick from Bite Beauty from their AMUSE BOUCHE collection line of lipsticks, and it is in the color Fig. Please do not judge what this lipstick looks like on the inside, but do you see that? Like, do you see how disgusting that is? Plus I broke this in half. Like, look at this thing. Do you see that? Do you see what I've done to this? Oh god. But this color is so pretty. So that is what the color looks like right here. I'm obsessed with this color. It's so pretty. It's just like a nice like, rosy pink shade, but not too aggressive and in your face. Just beautiful. There are two lipsticks that I've been wearing a lot are from Bare Minerals when they released their that new collection that had like a bajillion lipsticks and glosses and then matte liquid lipsticks. So the two shades that I have that I've been loving are these two. So they come in like a frosted glass tube. So the really light pale one is called Hemp, and then the darker one I am wearing today, this one is called Boss, and I will show you what these two look like. And they smell so good. They smell like frosting or something like that. Now these are definitely not the most long wearing. I don't personally think that they are. And they're not transfer proof. So if you go to eat or drink, they will definitely come off. They're really easy to reapply. They don't get like nasty and gross. And they're honestly probably one of the more comfortable formulas of liquid lipsticks. And this one was Fig. The middle one here is Boss, and then the lighter one here is called Hemp. So they're definitely like a really moussey texture. And like I said, definitely not transfer proof, but really easy to reapply if they do rub off or fade anywhere. random favorites. And this is all entirely from my best friend, Kristen. If you're watching, I love you. Thank you for the recommendations that have literally consumed my entire life. So, one is a TV show, and I know that this TV show has definitely been around for a couple years, and I don't know why I never heard of it. I don't know why I never watched it. I don't know why it took me this long. Like, this show is so incredible. It is called Orphan Black. If you have not heard of it, oh my god, you need to find a way to watch it. Buy it on iTunes or see if it's on DVD. I think it's on Netflix. I could be wrong. I don't know. Just find a way to watch it because it's so good. So basically it is kind of like a sci-fi drama, I guess. Is it maybe a good way to explain it? I'm not really giving anything away here, but it's all about clones, which I know sounds really weird, but you guys, the main character, well, there's a lot of main characters, but the girl who plays all the clones, like, it's one person who plays like 23 different roles, and she is so incredible, and every different character has their own, you know, sound, their own mannerisms, the way that they dress, the way that they act. Like, one person does all of this. It's insane. And she just won a, what is it? An Emmy? Is that what you get for TV shows? I think it's an Emmy, but she finally won an Emmy for Best Actress, I think. The girl who plays all the characters, her name is Tatiana Maslany, and she's freaking gorgeous and so talented, and like literally I'm obsessed with her. So this is what some of the characters that she plays look like. That's Helena. She's like the best one ever. She's so crazy. Anyway, you need to watch it. Find a way to watch it. It's so good. And they're coming out with one last season. It doesn't come out until like April of 2017. Like, what am I supposed to do with myself until then? I know. I'll tell you about the next thing that I've been obsessed with, because that's also taking up all of my time. I've always loved to read, and the first series of books that I really got into, as I think a lot of people do, or maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I love Nancy Drew. And I really think that that got me hooked on my love for murder mysteries. Like, I'm obsessed. I have this thing that's next to me is a giant bookshelf, and like literally half of it is just filled with books about murder, true crime, fiction, nonfiction. I don't care. I love it all. And I love listening to podcasts. Okay, so like some podcasts that I've listened to in the past, and I'm sure a lot of you have too. One is Serial. I've listened to Criminal, This American Life. There's just so many different podcasts that I've always liked. So anyway, my best friend was telling me about this one that she's been listening to, which again, I don't know how I didn't know about it, but it's called My Favorite Murder, and it is so good. So it's technically under the comedy podcast section. It's basically two friends who are so anxiety ridden, and they are obsessed with murder, and every week they just talk about a murder. But sometimes they have theme, like murders from the 1600s or whatever. You know, they'll pick a topic, or they just pick one and they talk about whatever their favorite murder was growing up. And then typically at the end of every episode, they will have their listeners who can either send in an email or write on the Facebook page. They'll send in their hometown murders, and then they'll read those. And I know maybe some people are like, you're weird. Like, why are you talking about murder? Why do you like murder? I don't fucking care. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. Hi! I'll put pictures of what the podcast thing looks like. Why are you breathing so heavy? Anyway, so those were all my favorites for the month of September. Go watch Orphan Black and go listen to My Favorite Murder, because honestly, those are my two favorites that I preferred over any of my makeup favorites. So, Doug, do you have anything to add?
No.
I will see you guys in the next one. There's Doug's butt. We hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. I think Doug just got home. I was supposed to get him a string cheese for a snack. I've never been through a hurricane. I'm from Wisconsin. We don't have that. We have snowstorms. I was terrified. Like, taking anxiety medication like you wouldn't believe. Maybe I won't put that in the video. Oh my god, I'm like really sweaty. From their AMUSE from their AMUSE BOUCHE. This one, oh shit. And I normally don't wear lip products, but since I don't have a job anymore, you know, I just sit at home and play with makeup. Don't you just love car accidents when they ruin your life?